Hi guys, I have something different this week. This is not what I expected to be bringing you this week. Life definitely threw me a curveball and I had to make adjustments and I had to take the whole plan and throw it out and come up with something new. So this week is going to be about the importance of showing up. As you may know, I've been in the Catskills with my family. We have a country house up there and we hightailed it up there around March 15th when this whole coronavirus thing started. So I've been quarantined in the Catskills. I've been talking about houses in the Catskills, what life in the Catskills is like. So I had planned for you this week to do a whole episode featuring all the different towns around me in the Catskills, all these cute little countrified towns, all the great houses that are around there, all the variety of houses. And I was going to do something really high production. There was going to be multiple camera angles. There was going to be great editing. There was going to be animated graphics. We were going to go on this kind of tour of all these towns in the Catskills. I was going to put all this work into it. It was going to be amazing. And then about last Thursday, I got the call that my mother had gone into the hospital. My mother's been very ill for many years now. She had lung cancer. She suffered from diabetes. She had had a stroke many years ago. So in many ways, this wasn't a surprise call. You know it's going to come, but then when it comes, it comes. And she was in the hospital. So I made quick arrangements last week. Threw my family in the car, packed everybody up. It took us a couple days to get down here, but I made it down here on Sunday, and I was able to. I'm right now. I'm in front of my mom and dad's house in Columbia, Maryland. This is not the house I grew up in. They moved here about 10 or so years ago, and I've lived in this house. So I was able to make it down here on Sunday and spent a couple hours with my mom. She was not unconscious, but not conscious either, sleeping, but definitely here. And I got to sit with her and tell her that I love her and tell her all those things that you want to tell somebody. I was able to say goodbye to her. That was Sunday, and then I got the call early Monday morning that she had passed away. So it was important for me to be here. It was important for me to show up for my mom, to tell her everything I wanted to say. And you know what? On the way down here and in the weeks before this, in the months and the years before this, I knew my mom wasn't going to last forever. And there was a lot I wanted to say to her. And I've often had this conversation in my head of what would I say and how would I end things with her. I felt like there were things left unsaid throughout our relationship, issues that maybe needed to be resolved, that I really wanted to resolve with her. And I kind of thought about it many times. I wanted to have the perfect speech, the perfect conversation, the perfect ending to our life together. And I made it down here on Sunday, and I'm so thankful and so happy that I made it, that I chose to heed my impulse, my intuition, which was get the family in the car, get down there. And I was alone in the room with her, and I didn't say all those things. Everything I'd thought about in my head, it didn't come together. What I said was very, very simple and very easy and just perfect. I got to have that closure with her, and I got to say what I really needed to say. And I didn't need to say everything I thought I needed to say. It was enough that I was here, that I showed up. And I know that she knew I was there. And I know that she knew that my children were there in the room. And I know that she heard us. And I know that she passed in peace. So it was important for me to show up. It was important for me to take the action when I needed to take action. I didn't take perfect action. I didn't show up eloquently. I didn't have the perfect speech, but I was there, and that's what was really important. You know, I talked to her on, I think it must have been Thursday, when she had gone into the hospital, and she didn't pass away in the hospital. I don't know if I made that point. She died here in her house at home, but she was in the hospital on Thursday before they got her released and brought her back here. And my sister was in the room with her, and I was talking on the phone to my sister, and I said, my mom was kind of going in and out, and I said, put the phone up to your ear, and I said, Mom, I'm coming. I'm hang on. I'm going to come and see you. And my sister said that she, and I said, I love you and all that. And my sister said she gave a big smile. And I know that she heard me. And I know that she waited for me. She knew that I was coming, and she held on, and she waited until Sunday, till I got here, and I was able to hold her hand and talk to her and kiss her on the forehead and tell her how much I love her. So that really, I'm so grateful for that. So I needed to be here for my mom. I needed to show up for her. And also I needed to show up for my father. My sister's here, but I didn't want him going through this by himself. We're all in this as a family, and they raised me. So I want to be there to participate in the end. Through all the joy and the sorrow and the minutia, there's a lot of logistics that go into planning a funeral. So it was important for me to be there for my father also. So there's another commitment that I'd made. I'd started this YouTube channel late last year, talking about real estate and talking about my lifestyle and the community that I love in Western Queens. And I made a commitment that I was going to do these videos, that I was going to continually do these videos. And even a couple months ago, I upped the ante on myself, and I made a commitment that I was going to do these videos once a week. I was going to do one video per week. And I'm a filmmaker. I put a lot of work into the videos. There's multiple angles, there's editing, there's graphic animations. So I put a pretty high bar for myself, but I committed that I'm going to do that once a week. And I knew that I couldn't do that this week. There's no way that I don't have the energy and I don't have the time to put something like that together. But I felt it was really important for me to show up. I wanted to show up for you guys because I made a commitment that I'm going to do this, and I want you to know that when I say I'm going to do something, I do it. And it was important for me to show up for myself. So that's my episode for this week. It's about the importance of showing up. And it's about the importance of realizing that you don't need to show up perfectly. You don't need perfect execution every time. There's too much emphasis in this world on being perfect, on going faster, bigger, better, being better than everybody else. It's not a competition. It's not all a competition. Sometimes all you have to do is participate. Show up, be there for the people that are important to you in your life, and be there for yourself. So love you all very much. Thank you for listening. God bless. Stay safe, everyone, and I'll see you soon. Bye.